question is, this is about a court of law, this is about a legal process. At least 2 witnesses have already turned hostile in this case. Another witness has claimed that he has been intimidated by the ED to give a particular line of evidence to name political leaders. You say that under PMLA, a person can be arrested and he has to prove his innocence. But in the Sanjay Raut case in Maharashtra, the ED has been pulled up, saying that they have targeted Mr. Raut. So the question arises, when you are now reaching the Chief Minister's door, you will have to have hard evidence to show that Mr. Kejriwal himself is a beneficiary.
Yes. Mr. Rajdeep, if the victims are turning hostile, neither Ashish Sood, neither Rajdeep Sardesai nor Reena Gupta can make a judgment. It is for courts of this country to decide. We have to give up this privileged kind of a mentality, wherein I am a leader of a party, I am a chief minister, I cannot be questioned. In this court of law, in this country, every person, every individual is liable to scrutiny. So when Aam Aadmi Party says this is a process itself is a punishment, this is the constitution. Miss Reena Gupta was saying Baba Saheb Ambedkar ka samvidhan hai. So he only made all these processes.
Can I just stop? No, 1 minute, sir. I want to bring in Sidharth Mishra, because Sidharth Mishra...
Rajdeep, you must allow me chance to rebut.
Okay, have a rebuttal and then I'll go to him. Your rebuttal must be, you have to answer, ma'am, for us the basic point. There can be no smoke without fire. You've had several people arrested in the case. It's not just it's now come to Mr. Kejriwal. But you have half a dozen people arrested, including those in the liquor industry, including the Deputy Chief Minister. Are you telling me all of this is fixed, all of this is rigged? And why are the courts not giving them bail?
Rajdeep, you know this better than me. What is the conviction rate of ED? It's less than 1%. So what this government is doing is just putting people behind bars and not without any evidence. However, let me remind Mr. Ashish Sood that money is found in the houses of corrupt people like it was found in the house of the Bharatiya Janata Party MLA in Karnataka. Crores and crores of cash was found in the MLA's house in Karnataka. So whereas in Manish Sisodiya's case, not a single paisa has been found, no quid pro quo has been shown. It is only because Aam Aadmi Party is vociferously raising the issue of Adani scam. Aam Aadmi Party is raising the issue of Adani scam inside the parliament and outside the parliament. And the Bharatiya Janata Party knows that ऊपर से नीचे सबने अडानी से पैसे खाए हैं, डरे हुए हैं.
No, but how does that become a defense? No, Reena Gupta, how does it become a defense? Miss Reena Gupta, 1 minute, Mr. Sood. Reena Gupta, if you were to go to a court of law tomorrow and say, look, Arvind Kejriwal is being targeted because he is exposing the Prime Minister's alleged links with Gautam Adani, how is that linked to the liquor scam? You're going to have to show that there is no liquor scam. You're going to have to show no money exchanged hands. You're going to have to show no special favors were given to the liquor distillers. That's what you're going to have to show. Adani is a separate case. How are they linked?
Rajdeep, as far as I understand the law, it's innocent unless proven guilty. None of these people have been proven guilty.
Sure.
So they're all innocent. And there is no evidence against any of these people.
1 minute, Mr. Sood.
No,
Mr. Sood, don't intervene, please.
Allow me to complete, please. If you're going to harass witnesses, if you're going to give them third-degree torture and then make them sign on false affidavits, then is that going to be the evidence that you will have against Aam Aadmi Party leaders? All of these witnesses are saying that they have been tortured. Their families have been tortured. Sameer Mahendru's wife has been threatened. And then you're going to get them to write anything.
Okay.
If anybody is tortured, of course they will name people to get out of jail.
Okay,
and
ma'am, you made your point. You made your point. Let Sidharth Mishra now respond. Sidharth Mishra, no, 1 minute, Ashish. You've heard. I'll come back to you. Don't worry. Sidharth Mishra, you heard the two. Please put his pointer down. Sidharth Mishra, you've listened patiently to the politicians. Do you believe that this is now an issue which is going to haunt Arvind Kejriwal? that
Yes.
Arvind Kejriwal now faces arguably the biggest challenge of his political career as someone who came to power on an anti-corruption plan is now being investigated for alleged corruption.
Yes. Rajdeep, you see, we must understand one thing, that this liquor policy was policy of Delhi government. So sooner or later, it had to first come to the excise minister and then to the chief minister. Mr. Kejriwal not keeping any portfolio with himself or not signing on any of the files. There was a news sometime back that LG had sent back all the files, that why it is not being put up to him with PM signatures. So that does not spare him from scrutiny in the matter, because it was after all a cabinet decision and he is head of the cabinet. So it had to end at his door, which he must understand and which he understood very well, and he was doing enough public posturing regarding that. And very intelligently, Mr. Kejriwal is a very intelligent politician. Very intelligently, he chose the platform of Delhi Vidhan Sabha to rant against Mr. Modi, because on the Vidhan Sabha, when you are on the floor of the legislature, it gives you a certain amount of immunity against defamation, against contempt and such things. So he did that. He did a build-up for that because he knew that in natural course it is going to come his way. Thirdly, you see, as you yourself have pointed out, that Aam Aadmi Party is not protesting in the matter on merits. It is doing public posturing. It is doing Adani, Ambani, and hell of a lot of other things. But it is not doing public posturing. You see, and as there was this query about evidence, there is no evidence. You see, the stage of evidence has not come. And how do we know that ED will not have evidences to present when the stage of evidence come? अभी तो charge sheet file हुआ है, charge sheet में supplementary charge sheet file होगा, then the arguments and the evidence at stage come. So it's a long process, and these processes take time in this country. That's very known fact, and people do get dragged down in these cases.
But prima facie, Sidharth Mishra, prima facie, there are those who are saying this was a very good policy, that you needed to ensure, open up the liquor sector, not leave it to the old style thekas.
No,
it was many believed when the policy was first announced, many praised it.
Government itself, Rajdeep, their own excise minister withdrew this policy, number one. And number two, it blamed the previous LG, Anil Bajal, of having pushed it through and caused this thing. So there is duplicity in what they are saying. No, they should be consistent about it.
Okay.
They should have fought it on merit. That is what my line is.